Good day buddies. Hope you're having a great time out there. Unfortunately we're starting the video with a sad news, as my fire ant colony in the 3-tank setup had died, I believe due to the passing of the queen cause of old age, as this colony is almost 6 years old. I told you before that the lifespan of this ant species is 4 to 5 years in captivity. That's at least based on my experiences, that's been the average on every fire ant colony that we had. Is sad that they're now gone, but happy at the same time as they achieved something incredible. As they had the longest journey on all of my fire ants. Few months ago we sense it happening, as they're suddenly not that protein hungry anymore, and slowly, workers had lessened and lessened. Until today, their terrarium is now empty with ants. The only inhabitants left here are the cleanup crew, springtails, and isopods. It's been a long ride together, and every journey has to end. Which will also symbolize a new beginning, as I'm not an ant keeper if I don't have a fire ant colony. Ever since I started keeping ants, I always have a fire ant colony. I just love the ant species, no boring feeding except for the last meal you'll give them. Part of the reason is they're one of the most common catch in my area, they're available all year round. With that being said, we're keeping a new colony who just get caught last month, but our approach this time will be different. As we're keeping the new colony on a DIY artificial setup completely, that means all nest activities will be visible, unlike my previous colonies who most of them live under soil or on bioactive terrariums. This time I want to simplify the keeping and maintenance, and make it a lot cheaper in the long run. We're planning to raise this one with more broods as pets, cause look at the insane difference in between the two colonies. More than double in mass, but same age and foods. We'll be using the other one as an experimental colony. We already made the future nest of the colony recently, which is this high humidity nest. We'll go completely coverless on them, as we found out on our previous experiment that they can tolerate light, with 12 hours of day and night interval and grow normally without problems. What we'll be doing today is a DIY outworld that can be completely sealed if needed. As one of my worries is whenever I need to leave, even just for a few days, as this species are escape artist. With their numbers once matured, they can easily weaken the fleon barrier if left unattended. Especially in rainy seasons, when barriers won't last long as usual caused by extra humid and wet season. Before we start, please allow me to give special thanks to the most awesome guys on our channel. Jeffrey Miles, Sean, Stefan, Thomas, Future Bird, West Virginia Ant Keeper, Kazan Jenkins, Zombie Zealot, Riley Edits, and Ransom. Thanks also to Popular Vid Pro for sending super thanks. And also to our community top engagers. Thank you so much for supporting our future project, which is the Members Terrarium. And for making every episodes possible. Let me also say welcome back buddies. And for those new to the channel, you're also welcome to D Colony. I bought this 7 by 16 inches acrylic sheets online as I found them so cheap, with less than $20 for 12 pieces of them. My only worry is if they got huge scratches, as I didn't know they'll be delivered without protective covers. We'll use 3 of them in the 3 long sides of the enclosure, means we can make 4 outworld out of the 12 sheets that we got cheap. For the smaller sides, I visited a hardware store to get this pieces laser cut to match the sizes that we need. Also the top part, with this frame and lids with 3 openings which we get laser cut as well. We'll also used some of this circular sheet, for the removable part of the lid. First stuff, is marking where to drill. On this project we drilled for a few hours, cause we need a lot for ventilation holes, like adding them on the sides. As this setup won't be an open top as usual. We'll just clip it here, and drill the base holes. We'll need multiple sheets with same hole positions, so we're simply copying them. We'll just place another sheet under it, then clip and drill them together. This way we won't need to mark again, saving time and energy. And copy done. This 2 holes below can be used for expansion, or for liquid feeders. For the external feeders we'll enlarge these 2 holes to 20 mm, but before that, we cut this little piece of acrylic to add thickness, as this part will be carrying the liquid foods for the ant colony. After letting it set for several minutes, we drilled the 20 mm holes. Let's do the vents next. We'll also need another piece here to hold the mesh. We won't glue like on the external feeders, but we'll clip and drill holes for screws to hold them. We got shorter bolts, but I'm too lazy to go pick them up this time, so we used this long ones instead. Then we enlarge the holes step drill bit. For the covers, we used the same process and made a guide piece first. So drilling holes on same positions will be easier, and they'll look like this: 4 holes for screws, 4 for neodymium magnets, and the opening at the center. We also drilled the frame and lid together, for the matching holes. We can also drill holes here on the lid like this for the magnets. Or just glue a piece of acrylic with the magnets to the lid, which we're gonna show you later. After all the drilling, we can now start assembling the setup. Anyway, my Weldon 4 acrylic cement runs out, so I searched online and found this one. With a Chinese brand, really cheap for just $4 for a 500 milliliters bottle. We'll use this on the project and let's see how it performs in the build and in the long run. Let's finish this piece by gluing this pipes with a mesh on one end. To make it we just cut a 20 mm acrylic pipe. Then attach mesh the same way we do with our DIY water towers. Let's set them up here directly. Try the elbows for the drinking water later, and nice. Let's take 3 of these sheets from earlier. Luckily they don't have deep scratches. We'll just attach it here. If you're working alone, it'll be easier to assemble with the help of a 90° clamps to hold the corners. If they're not available, we can also use any object that can hold the weight like this box here. And a phone stand. Then apply the acrylic cement. Press for at least 20 seconds after every application. Then we attach the next piece. We left a space to the corners for the glass thickness, so we can have nice joints. After gluing at least 3 pieces of glass, we can now safely remove the supports. We fully glue the base, but not here on the sides yet. We just glue an inch from below. This way we could freely adjust it to fit the top frame exactly. Let's put the other side as well. Anyway, this thin acrylic sheets isn't laser cut buddies, so they're not exactly same sizes. Some are a little bigger, like here. But no worries, as we'll be grinding the excess later. Then we glue the last side. And after attaching the top frame, it'll become super sturdy. For the vents mesh, we're using 60 micron. It's great to have liquid feeders here, buddies, as once the colony reach maturity they'll be massive, and they'll be needing lots of water, and that means frequent refilling. And if we can do it from outside, that'll be super convenient in keeping such swarming stinging ants. This would be blocked by PVA sponge or cottons, up to here to let the ants drink through the mesh. We fixed the magnets a day before the assembly, so it'll set nicely. And avoid staining the glass with the fumes from the super glue. Guiding the liquid glue to the edges, so it could sip in between the magnet and glass. We cut the mesh here a bit short to the edge, as we'll be grabbing this covers to open or close the setup. We'll be gluing this lower sheet to the lid permanently, so we could attach and detach the covers freely. This is the biggest cut available in our step drill bit, buddies, so we'll carve out the excess later to match both of the holes for the opening. Time to fix it on place. This cover without mesh is the only part we need to apply an escape prevention. That means we'll be saving a lot of flea-on barrier here, compared in applying on such large openings like our previous fire ant formicarium. Anyway, these covers could be freely swapped with each other, so cleaning each side will be a lot easier. Nest and Outworld is ready. And to connect them we cut an acrylic pipe to create a 90 degrees connector. It will be my first time using a DIY elbow, buddies, so I have no idea how durable it would be against a massive fire ant colony. But we'll see it in several months for sure. We're done, and we'll expand the setup as needed. We have the materials needed for 3 more of these Outworlds. For the nest we could add more on this side, when the time comes. All these imaginations made me excited for our upcoming pet fire ant colony. Hope you like today's build as much as I do, buddies, as making my ants setup is one of the best part of keeping them. I just hope you have learned something from this video, guys. Be a genie for the first time by granting my wish and tapping the like and share button. That would help a lot. This is D Colony, saying goodbye for now, but hoping to see you on my next videos.